Hi, Tim Nash here. Do you ever feel like an imposter? That is, have you ever experienced moments when you doubted yourself or your ability to rise to the current task or challenge in front of you? Well, if you're like me, you do from time to time experience what's known as the imposter syndrome. That's why today I'd like to share with you my top 5 ways to verify your talent. A great way to offset those occasional moments of weakness. So the video today will be interactive, so please grab a pen and a piece of paper because we'll be reflecting on your unique situation in a few minutes. So first way is to take an inventory of your skills and accomplishments. Review what you've accomplished over the past few years. This helps remind you of the value you bring to your work and the value you've brought in the past. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been chosen for this current task. Someone thought you were up for it, and obviously you did too. Therefore, be confident in the abilities that you do have, and confident in your ability to master new ones. Okay? A practical tip, if you're struggling to come up with some concrete examples, ask a trusted friend or colleague for their perspective. You might be surprised at how accomplished they see you. Okay? Way number 2, get diverse feedback. So positive feedback, of course, feels good, but it's the critical stuff that's the most valuable. This is the feedback that can shine a light on your blind spots, those things that you're unaware of or you can't see but others can. After all, if you're unaware of something, you can never change it or improve it. So it's mission critical that you get diverse feedback, including critical feedback. So seek out people with expertise and experience in the specific areas you need it most. So a practical tip that I've used with several of my coaching clients, create an informal questionnaire for a few peers, superiors, and direct reports or team members. So it's 360. And use criteria that's most important to you and your team. So for example, you could ask about your communication style. How do you experience my communication style and how could I communicate better? Okay? So way number 3, discover and transform your natural talents into strengths. So there are 2 steps here. So according to the scientists behind Gallup's Strengths Finder, people have several times more potential for growth when they invest energy in developing their strengths instead of correcting their deficiencies. So in short, by focusing on what makes you stand out instead of on what you lack, you can build up your strengths and protect yourself against the imposter syndrome at the same time, which is the aim of all 5 of these ways in today's video. So a practical tip is to check out the Strengths Finder questionnaire online. It costs, I believe, $20 US, and you get several detailed reports on your unique 5 strengths. It's a great value for little money. But for now, I'd like you to ask yourself these 3 questions. So, got your pen and paper ready? First question, what makes me stand out? Okay. 2, what skills or abilities come easy and I really enjoy doing? And last question, by the way, you can write these questions down, but you can come back and reflect on them later and in your own time. Third question, what can I do well that others can't? Okay. 4th way, recognize the value in you. So on paper, your professional skills and accomplishments may look like your greatest asset. And without a doubt, these things are important. However, you have something that's even more valuable, and that's you. So despite your many skills and abilities, don't forget that you are the most powerful tool in your toolbox. Okay? So in all of your past and present successes, you are the common denominator. That is, you are the common red thread in all of the situations. Sorry. Fifth way is to name, understand, and accept it. So 4 steps here. The first step to dealing with the imposter syndrome is knowing what to call it, which you know now, so check that box. Second step to recognizing you're not alone, Google it and see who pops up. So in addition to you and me, Meryl Streep, Chris Martin, just to name a few. Third step is to understand why you feel this way. So one possible explanation given by psychologists is that people tend to discount the value of a skill if it comes too easily. Maybe you're really good at public speaking. It comes naturally, you never trained for it, but you do it really well. And maybe you don't value it as a result. So this may or may not be the case for you. So the fourth and final step here is learning how to live with it. So when it does sneak up on you, look at it, remind yourself why it's here, and don't try to push it away. After all, common wisdom teaches us that the best way to fight a fear is to face it. So a practical tip, again with your pen and paper, take a few minutes to reflect on your unique situation and note down your thoughts about why and when the imposter syndrome appears with you and what helps you deal with it. What minimizes it or even takes it away. So in conclusion, again, the 5 ways, I'd like to tell you how each of these verifies and validates your talent. So first one, take inventory of your skills and accomplishments for a validation of facts. Okay? 2, get diverse feedback for collegial validation. 3, discover and transform your talents into strengths with the Strengths Finder for the scientific validation. There's lots of research and time went into developing that tool by Gallup. 4, recognize the value in you for what I call the common denominator validation. And 5, name, understand, and accept it for the psychological validation. So the next time you start to doubt yourself or your ability to get the job done, remind yourself that what I'm feeling is the imposter syndrome. It's normal to feel this in my current situation. And many highly accomplished people also suffer from it. I've done great things before, and despite my current doubts, I'll manage this. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.